Alright guys, it looks like the beginning of the end of America as we know it is going to start in California. California repeal Proposition 209, Affirmative Action Amendment of 2020. Uh, in November of this year, California is going to put this bill up to try to get it approved, and this bill, this ballot, will repeal Proposition 209, which prohibited the state from considering race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin in the operation of public employment, public education, and public contracting. So basically, they're saying now you can discriminate against race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin in the areas of public employment, public education, and public contracting. I don't remember how this was a good thing. Isn't everybody in the country right now screaming racism, and you want to pass a bill that is going to remove the protections from people in California from being discriminated against? And this is going to work both ways. It's going to be, oh, you're a black business owner and you don't want to hire a white employee simply because they're white, then you don't have to. If you're a white business owner and you don't want to hire a black employee simply because they're black, you don't have to. If you're any type of business owner and you don't want to hire a transgender whatever, you don't have to, right? And here are their arguments against it, right? Californians have built the fifth largest and strongest economy in the world, but too many hardworking Californians are not sharing in our state's prosperity, particularly women, families of color, and low-wage workers. Okay, stop. Are they as hardworking as the people who are sharing in the state's prosperity? Because if everybody's hardworking, everybody should be getting a cut equal to the amount of work they're putting in. Also, are these people being forced into the areas that they're in, or did they choose this? So it's like, all right, you have one person who is running like a company in California, and they make produce, because I know produce is pretty big in California, especially Southern California, right? And that person is making a lot of money because they own the business, they run the business. That's what they've done. And then you have an employee who unloads trucks at the business at minimum wage. Do you think their income is the same? No. Is he doing the same work as the business owner? No. I don't get it. Assembly Constitution Amendment 5 will help improve all of our daily lives by repealing Proposition 209 and eliminating discrimination in state contracts, hiring, and low-wage workers, or hiring and education. I don't see how that's going to be a thing. You're allowing people to discriminate, but you say you're eliminating discrimination. That's so fucking contradictory. ACA 5 is about equal opportunity for all and investment in our communities. We've all survived and endured Proposition 209, and it has not been a luxury. So not being discriminated against is not a luxury? I don't understand you people. It has been a hard journey, and it has caused a lot of losses. And you want to give me some examples? Okay, so no, apparently not. Alright. Since Proposition 209's passage, California has become one of only 8 states that do not allow race or gender to be among the many factors considering them in hire. Why would it be? If race doesn't matter, if racism shouldn't exist, then taking people's race into account when hiring them shouldn't matter. Or allotting state contracts, or accepting students into the state's public college and universities. See, what you guys want to do is say, oh, well, if we put an equal number of black people in businesses and state contract positions and in education, then they'll get the same outcome as other people who have those. No, no, it's not true. They've had those exact same opportunities all the times before, and they just choose not to utilize them. No one's being discriminated against until now. As we look around the world, we see that there is an urgent cry for change. After 25 years of quantitative and qualitative data, we see that race-neutral solutions cannot fix problems steeped in race. The ongoing pandemic, as well as recent tragedies of police violence, is forcing Californians to acknowledge the deep-seated inequality and far-reaching institutional failures that show that your race and gender still matter. You guys are trying to talk about how race doesn't matter, and then you want to do this. University of California president Janet Napolitano said it makes little sense to exclude any consideration of race in admissions, when the aim of the university's holistic process is to fully understand and evaluate each applicant through multiple dimensions. Proposition 209 has forced California public institutions to try to address racial inequality without factoring in race, even when allowed by federal law. The diversity of our university and higher education institutions across California should and must represent the rich diversity in our state. Your highest priority as a university needs to be teaching these people to the best of your knowledge, not evaluating them based on multiple dimensions. And if that's what you want to do because you think evaluating them on multiple dimensions is going to best help further their higher education, race should not be a factor in those dimensions. Are you, if you're telling me that you need to know someone's race and evaluating them for a university, then you're telling me that there is an inherent difference between the intelligence of black people and white people and Asian people and people based on race. Is that what you're trying to say? You really want to go down that road? I've been to anthropology class, and if anybody pays attention, that was the most racist class I'd ever been to in college. One of the days sitting in class, and they were talking about different forms of human and the intelligence levels of humans and the brain capacity of humans and different species of humans, and they were showing these skulls of lesser forms of man. I'm looking around like, damn, all these black people should be getting pissed. They just called all these people with these goofy ass looking heads dumb and a lower form of human, and nobody got upset. It was really strange. Anyway, guys, well, welcome to the world of discrimination. We'll see you in the next one.